welcome you guys to another episode of Big Picture Podcast. Today we will be talking about we're gonna talk about a few things. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the notification button, and also hit the like button as well. All right. Yes. So, um, first of all, man, happy Monday, yo. Thank God it's Monday. Um, we are entering another week. We're getting another chance to be great. We're getting another chance to be successful, to love the people around us, to love ourselves. All of those good things. All those good things. So let's not take any of those things for granted. It's a whole fact. So yeah, thank God it's Monday. So today, on my way, maybe like towards like about midday, I started watching some of this podcast, um, Art of Dialogue. He's interviewing Lance Rivera. A lot of you guys might not know who Lance Rivera is, but that was the last person that Biggie Smalls did business with. All right, that was the last individual that Biggie Smalls did business with before he died. Biggie trusted this man with his money. Biggie trusted this man with his business. Um, he was part of the nucleus around um, Biggie's executive producer side. Um, and the reason why, Biggie was able to, one of the main reasons why Biggie was so successful in his, in forming his own record label, um, or in the verge of creating his own record label, is Lance Rivera. All right, this dude Lance, he's from Brooklyn. I've never met him before, but he was, Biggie's right hand man before Biggie passed. Peace, edit. What's good? What's good? Make sure you subscribe to the channel, champ. So in this video, in this pod where he's been interviewed, I saw an interview of Lance before on YouTube. He had a lot of information, a lot of he was telling stories that we've never heard, and from a different side, because it's like, what is this? He had like the what do I have to lose attitude. Moreover, because he feels like, listen, I put my work in and my name speaks for itself, and that's honorable, right? What's going on, my people? What's good? What's good? We talking about Lance Rivera, his interview that he did on Art of Dialogue. So I think you'll see him in some of the videos. I don't know if I've even seen him in any of them Biggie videos before Big passed. But yeah, I like how on this interview that he did just now, well, that just is about to drop. He spoke a lot about how Biggie was setting the plays. Like when Biggie was hit with different roadblocks and different industry situations, how Biggie was able to pull audibles and say, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Like, I love how he's showing that executive side of Biggie Smalls, because we never really got a chance to really see it firsthand. Like, we only heard it through his raps. You understand what I'm saying? Or heard it through the success of his artists. Like Little Kim and Little C's and the whole Junior Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brooklyn. You understand what I'm saying? I like how he respected the blueprint. Like, the blueprint meaning, in order for your projects to be hot, you have to have hot singles. You have to have, there was a method to it. You have to drop a video. There was all of these different keys, or the reasons why a lot of artists were so successful in those times, in those days. You understand what I'm saying? And if you knew the blueprint, if you knew who your fan base was, all you had to do was stick to the blueprint. You understand what I'm saying? Like Charlie Baltimore, like Biggie had a plan for Charlie. Biggie had a plan for Charlie Baltimore. It was certain plans that Biggie wasn't able to explain, or plays he was able to. Hey, what's going on, Peregrine Falcon? Thank you, my sister. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all for rocking out with me on this Monday night. Make sure y'all continue to subscribe to the channel. You feel me? So, Biggie wasn't able to give all the plays that he needed to for these artists to be successful. Moreover, some of the plays that he did give on some of it wasn't followed through. Okay, what's this going on right here, Prince Herb? What's up? You'll play along. What's going on, Prince Herb? What's up, man? I can't play music. I don't have. I'm not licensed. I don't have license for. Okay. All right. YouTube is all about licensing. Also, if I come on here and I start playing music that I don't have um, um, permission to play, then my page will be flagged, and I can't afford for my page to be flagged. YouTube has been showing me love, and you just want to go by the rules, right? So, yo, shout out to Brooklyn. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Rest in peace, Biggie Smalls, Charlie Baltimore. You know, another artist who, if Biggie was still alive, would have been so much more successful. All of them, Little Kim, um, Little C's, like Big had the blueprint for all of those artists. You understand what I'm saying? Unspoke about how if Big was alive, he wouldn't have appreciated Jay-Z using his rhymes, using his rhymes in his songs and all of that. You understand what I'm saying? So, because back in those days, like it wasn't cool to bite your man. You know what I'm saying? Pause. On one of your rhymes, saying the same stuff he said. So I kind of get where Un is coming from. You know what I mean? And Un was there, man. I think like if I know they did a Biggie movie before, whatever. But if there was another Biggie movie made, this dude Lance Rivera has to be part of the process. Like I don't understand why he was. Well, listen, if he was part of the process before, so be it. Moreover, if there's another one made, he needs to be part of that process. Let me find out right now if Lance Rivera played any type of executive role in the first Biggie movie. Let's see. Let's go to Google right now, because this is wrong with the music industry right now. All right, was Lance Rivera part? Let me see. Let's just say did Lance Rivera play an executive producer role in the Biggie movie? Let's see. Peace, y'all. Peace. Okay, so in 2009, Notorious B.I.G. Combs, John Biden, executive producer. Big. Okay, so the film was produced. It says the film's producers also included Biggie's mother, Valletta Wallace, and as former managers Wayne Burrow and Mark Pritz. He is not listed. So while Lance Rivera was a close friend and business partner of Biggie's, according to Rolling Stone, he is not listed among the producers or executive producers of the 2009 film. So yes, so he was not a part of the executive staff on that film, and I think that's a problem. Like, this man was Biggie's right-hand man, business partner. He should have played a role. So I mean, listen, man, the music industry, it's about relationships, about who's cool with who, and so it's that could have played a role in it. You know what I'm saying? So, but big shout out to Lance, big shout out to Biggie. I love the stories that you're telling, even about Cam. You're telling your side of the story with Cameron and the Mace situation. When Mace wanted the 50,000 for the music video. And yes, if Mace was on, this is another fact. If Mace was on that horse and carriage video that Cameron did, that album would have sold a lot more records. All right, we was waiting for that video, y'all. I don't think people understand how important a video was when you was dropping albums back in the 90s and early 2000s. You needed a video. If an artist did a song with another artist and you ain't do the video, like, it made it look like, oh, they got beef, or like it's a problem, or whatever the case is. So, well, the name Biggie was stolen as well. Wow, I didn't know that it was stolen. Like, Biggie has so many names though. Biggie Smalls, Big, Frank White. He could have went. He could have. Listen, man. If somebody wanted to come at Biggie on suing, type stuff, I'm pretty sure he'd have changed his name with no problem, just like Prince did. You know what I'm saying? Just like Prince did, the artist. You dig? But yeah, man, like um this game is something else, man. This game is really something else. You know, Big, he played a really, really big role, you know what I mean, a lot of these artists careers, like Cam, you know. He signed Cam to his first production deal. But Diddy was powerful. Yes, Diddy was a very and I think it says Diddy was a part of that movie too. Um Sean Diddy Combs served as an executive producer. Yeah, so Diddy was a part of that executive staff too. So yeah, so Diddy probably didn't want Un to be a part of it because before Big died, Un was the closest thing to Puff, and I don't think Puff liked that. I don't think Puff liked that. So yeah, I think that was probably a reason why Un Rivera wasn't part of it. And you know, listen, man, if the energy, if the cards were dealt right, you know what I'm saying, when Biggie passed, Un could have, if he'd have got the support that Biggie had behind him, he would have been able to continue that legacy and hold the torch for Biggie after he passed. Yeah, after he passed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real rap. Like, you could tell like the aura of Un and how he was cool and why he was cool with Big. Like, you know, because Un, it looked like they had mutual respect for each other. You know what I'm saying? It looked like they had mutual respect for each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, Un, you know, he's probably well known in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And Big, he has his respect in the streets. So their powers put together made a lot. It made a lot of sense. You know, and Biggie mentioned him in his rhymes. And, you know, he marketed it. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Watson? What's going on, all of y'all? Appreciate you. Shout out to my man Vance, my co-worker, for giving me constructive criticism on my platform and you know, giving me props today. Appreciate you, King. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward, you know what I'm saying, to having you on here so we can have conversations about hip hop. You know, the homies from Queens. So, you know, it's all love. We can go. Let me see. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. This is actually my longest time getting my name called out. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, man. So Cam, you know, he spoke about the Cam situation and, you know, how you know, the situation with Cam said that, you know, Mace couldn't do the video because Mace wanted the 50,000 and all of that. You know, so y'all go to that, go watch that podcast. You know, the full podcast ain't out yet, but they have clips on YouTube, which is called The Art of Dialogue. You know, and he explains, you know, he gets in depth to of what really happened. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna rewatch it myself also, you know, because, you know, he dropped some jewels in that. I might just wait until the actual interview drops. But yeah, man, you know, shout out to Brooklyn, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Yo, shout out to everybody that's coming on here. You know what I mean? Who got jokes or whatever the case is. Like, I love all of the I love the jokes. I love the love that comes on here. You know what I mean? Um, y'all are too much. Y'all are too much. But yeah, so listen, man. That era, you know, Junior Mafia, the Crush on You era, the era when it was about to touch with Cameron, you know what I mean? Like, if Big was alive when Cameron first dropped, like, I don't think y'all understand how crazy that would have been, yo. Like, it's crazy. Like, the way Big would have executive produced Cameron's album, because that's really what would have happened, would have been sick, yo. Could y'all imagine a Cameron album executive produced by Biggie Smalls? That joint would have been so crazy, man. Yo, Kim probably would have been on it. Like, so many different artists. For real, B. So many different artists that, like, Big was just that talented, yo. Big was that talented, you know? So that's just crazy. So I was scrolling today. I saw a Jim Jones podcast. He has a new factory called Intellectual Factory or something like that. Intellect something So it's IFC pretty much. So he dropped a podcast. Um, yo, you wildin', yo, you wildin'. So he dropped the episode where he's talking up when he's interviewing Fivio Foreign. You know what I'm saying? I think it's almost Fivio or Fivio Foreign. So he just came home from jail. So I think he was waiting for like 7 or 8 months. And I like the set that Jim Jones has. You know what I'm saying, over there. I like the energy, the authenticity of that interview. You see Fivio's son running around. I like how they didn't edit that out. Like, keep that raw, keep it like that. Like, I like energy like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta edit stuff like that out. Like, nah, this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of content we need. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of content we need on these platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real talk. What's good? What's good, all of y'all? Peace to all of y'all. You know what I mean? That's coming on the live. You know what I mean? That's coming by to stop for a second, or to stop and really, chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, that Jim Jones joint, I'm gonna finish listening to it when I get off this joint with y'all. You know what I mean? Um, and just, dive into it. But, it looks like, listen, you gotta have it's a gift when you're able to interview people and have, organic conversations with individuals. That's really what podcasting is all about. You know, just getting on here, or getting on the stage, or whatever the case is, and just talking whatever's on your, of course, some episodes you might have different things to talk about. Some you just might want to get on and just chop it up or whatever, with your people. But I like how Jim, he you can tell he has his topics. Moreover, it's the organic part of the conversation. The organic part of that situation is that they both cool with each other, and it's more of a conversation than an interview. You dig? So that's important, and that's what I bring to my platform also. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. That I also wanted to talk about before I get off this joint, because I got to work in the morning. No, I think that was it. I think that was it. Yeah, But listen, man. Like I said, if they do another Biggie film, Lance Rivera, he needs to be part of it. He needs to be like, we need to hear some of his stories. Some of his stories need to be put in that Biggie film. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, real talk. But listen, yo. Make sure y'all listen. The last two videos I had was of Cardi B, talking about how great that record is. Make sure y'all go stream that record, Imaginary Players. That joint is fire. Make sure you go back and listen to the Jay-Z version of Imaginary Players. That's on Jay-Z's first album, Volume 1. All right? So don't compare them. Just show love. Oh, and by the way, I listened to Freddie Gibbs' album. Freddie Gibbs' album is fire. I listened to that joint on my way home from work. I'm about to put that joint on now. Zone out to that. You know what I mean? He got some good bars on there. Some good music on there. Freddie Gibbs. Yo, I would love to interview Freddie Gibbs, Jid. I would love to interview, of course, Clips. Those are the three artists I would love to interview right now, because these are artists that I'm being introduced to. You know what I mean? Well, I've always loved the Clips, but Jid and Freddie Gibbs. I've heard of Jid. I feel like I heard of Jid. Definitely heard of Freddie Gibbs. Never really heard none of his projects. So I'm proud of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do I have advice on being sober? Yes. The advice that I have on being sober is, a lot of times people, they get drunk or they use drugs to cover up their problems, the situations they have in life. The problems ain't going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? Some people do the drugs or drink or whatever to be social, or to just get on another mental level. You understand what I'm saying? So as long as you know how to control your habits, you don't abuse them, I think you will be okay. Like, look at the reason why you are not sober. Look at those reasons why. And then you'll be able to figure out, who you want to be and why you want to be that person. You understand what I'm saying? And and like, what type of attitude, what type of behavior do you have when you're around these people when you're not sober? You understand what I'm saying? Like, are you able to function around your children? Are you able to function around your coworkers? Are you able to function around your wife, your husband? Like, look at those different things, and don't look at don't look, and if you're not able to function, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame them because they bringing out that side. Because they're calling you out. You know. So yeah, man, like, we gotta, stay motivated, stay creative. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to my trip. I got a trip coming up, Puerto Rico. I'm gonna be out there next weekend for a few days. Shout out to my Puerto Rican people out there. Looking forward to getting out there, trying some new food, a couple excursions, the Bacardi tour. I'm gonna let y'all know what that's about. Oh, listen, I appreciate you, Duck, man. I appreciate you, Duck, and I'm glad I was able to give you advice on the question you just asked. Like, if you guys have any questions and you want me to answer your questions to the best of my knowledge, I have no problem doing that. I've been working in the mental health field for the past 10 plus years. So, I'm not licensed in any of that, but I could definitely give you some information on things that might help you. Who was the first person? Yeah. So, listen, anytime, my people. I also want you guys to know, anybody who watches my platform, you know what I'm saying? Like, that I know, or even that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, Moses at Sinai. Why does that? Moses at Sinai. Okay. Jonathan, what's up? What's good? What's good? Anybody who watches my platform, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got love for y'all. I just want y'all to know that. I got mad love for y'all, especially the ones who let me know they watch my platform and give me ideas and show me love and say, you should do this, you should do that, or whatever the case is. Even if you watch it and you don't say nothing, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you watch, listen, I love y'all. Like, yes, I'm a father. I'm a father of two. I have two daughters, 20-year-old and a 17-year-old. But yeah, man, y'all are definitely family. Like, like, I saw one of my viewers today in the street for my job. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, he's walking across the street. I'm sitting in my car. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, like, that's a good dude right there. You know what I'm saying? Making sure he good. You know what I mean? So it's like, I got love for my people, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a connection. There's a connection that I have with my people who watch my platform, because anybody who takes the time out to watch what you're doing and to show you love and to honor what you're doing, like, you need to you need to honor that person in that way, because they could have been doing anything at that given moment. Anything. You know what I'm saying? But they took the time out of their busy schedule to watch what you're doing. So I respect that. I love y'all for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, it only encourages me to do more. You understand what I'm saying? I got a good piece of advice today from one of my coworkers who's always been watching my platform. So I'm definitely, you know who you are, big bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna make those things happen. What you said. You know what I mean? I'm really gonna get to it. And I appreciate you. You know what I mean? And the ones who not supporting, who should be supporting, it's cool. Like, don't ever feel like, or don't ever get like a negative vibe or negative feeling when it's people who not supporting you, who should be supporting you. You know what I mean? Because they might be supporting you by watching your stuff, but not telling you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason. There's a reasons why things happen the way they happen. You know what I'm saying? There's always reasons. So you don't want to miss your blessings by, messing, switching up your ego, whatever the case is, because you expect love, or you expect support from someone that you not getting it from. Like, nah, like, keep pushing, keep grinding. Let that be the reason why you work harder. If you're not getting support from people that you really expected from, and the kind of support you want from them, let that push you to work harder. You understand what I'm saying? And it's gonna come around. It's gonna come around, because that's gonna be the support that matters the most. You know what I'm saying? And when you get that support, it's gonna feel right. It's gonna feel right. And if you don't, keep pushing. The ones who don't support are supporting. The criticism helps with self-improvement. Yes. Okay. So you said the ones who don't support are supporting. The criticism helps with self-improvement. Yeah, so you can look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, always keep grinding. Don't stop looking at the end result of situations or opportunities that are given. Embrace the hustle. Embrace the experience. Stop thinking about, how much money I'm gonna make out of this and what's my reward and all of this. No, we gotta start embracing the hustle. That's the only thing that's gonna mean something in the long run, because that hustle is just gonna increase and it's gonna build sevenfolds, and it's gonna put you in a mental space that you need to be in to be successful. You understand? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? It's not all about how much you're going to make in 7 days, or how much you're going to make in 48 hours. It's how much effort are you putting in to make what you're going to make in the next 24 hours or the 48 hours. Every bit of energy that you get from the hustle is important. You understand what I'm saying? Not like them being mean to you. Yeah. So we got to start embracing this hustle. Stop looking at the end rewards, and that's how we become better. You feel me? But yo, let me get up off this joint, because y'all know I will be on here all night, B. You feel me? But thank y'all for supporting. Thank y'all for subscribing. Make sure y'all go watch all the other content. You know what I mean? Shout out to my daughters. You know what I mean? Two of my biggest supporters, and I love them. You know, and I want y'all to look forward to seeing them on my platform. Yes. And y'all are gonna be amazed. Trust me, y'all gonna be amazed. All right. Peace out, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. One.